now Thompson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Let's go! No, check, Patriot!
They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go! Blue landing!
They'll run with Thompson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
They run it here with Thompson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
He'll look to throw. The 20. And he's got Lockett. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, now, Lockett 56.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jake Butt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. That touchdown certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone, and that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. first carry for Leonard Fournette. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Back 99, back 99, Philly, here we go. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone? So
a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. He'll drop to throw. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Fournette, a first down carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, here's Fournette. They find some open field here. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 33 and a first. To throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. To Fournette. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4 down. Let's go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Detroit, watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Gun.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. 23 yards on the play.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Gun. All right, here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Let's go. Leopard. Gun. Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Back to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They run a draw here on second down. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Go! All right, now, look at 56.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Jets out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
That's pulled in at the 32. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a gain of 4. And it's a 2nd down.
Leopard! Leopard! There we go now. 56. Gone!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. Complete to Newsom. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Now we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
The play clock's running down. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now. Green, over.
They'll drop the throw. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Set. Green, 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Set. Green, 19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Fournette, and he is leveled. Knocked down hard. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep. It got his man complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Here's a give to Fournette, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Let's go. Green 39.
Again, it's Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Set. Got three out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Watch tight end. That boy's got set. Boom, land.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Hurry up, here we go. The truck. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fight, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the 1st half. And now they've got their 1st sack here in the 2nd half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. 3-19.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year.
to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your...
And he's into the clear. The 40, 20, 10, 5. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 70 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Eagles, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are